And we are now back and racing as Jamie negotiates the last chicane. And we are underway. And Teak's round as well, so is a Renault. And that Williams, oh my days, I'm so glad that Teak ghosted for that, otherwise that would have been game over. And Teak once again lighting the rear tyres up. Harry, he cannot get out of the wall at the moment.
No, he's just he did a 3-point turn, but not in a very orderly fashion. He's down to 13th place. That's a disaster for him. He's really got his work cut out, but if anyone's going to make a comeback, it's going to be Teak.
Teak now trying to get into the points, which I have not said at all this season. He's going to go and take the racing line. Causa getting very defensive very late on the brakes, though. So is Teak, but Teak much better than Causa was. And Causa rejoins the track behind Teak, who is now in a points-paying position. And it'll be interesting to see how far, Harry, he can get up the field by the end of this 50% race, not 25. Oh, gosh, what's going on here? As Reggie Bear's left the session for some reason, Teak's got out of shape, potentially made contact with the car in front, but I couldn't see because there was some strange but quite cool rear diffuser camera shot. But Teak, as we saw there, was flying towards the wall, and he had to get out of it.
Teak is now 7th with what looks to be both Haas cars directly in front of him, so he's making good progress, but he's still over half a minute off Jay Corrigan out front.
This time Teak may look to get 4th position here. He is climbing up that leaderboard and getting the points necessary to stay out in front of this championship. They're going to be side by side, and in fact Frobo has already been passed. And that's UK Master trying to find a gap that was not there. TeakQuickShare is now only 5 seconds behind Pepsi and 17 behind the leader. This is what we're talking about. So this is where Teak is catching the pair of them, and they may all converge in on each other by the end of this race with 16 laps to go, which will definitely give him some hope, and Teak will probably be able to see both of them just about on this straight. So 8 seconds separate the top 3, and we have a race on our hands. Teak now only 4.8 seconds off the lead, and it has to be said, the Mercedes driver that looked down and out, he was facing the wrong way at one point and couldn't get out of the wall, but now with that safety car obviously bunching the cars up a little bit, he was still half a minute behind. But Teak definitely the cream rising to the top with 11 laps to go as he now looks to the inside in this last chicane, but nothing doing, not really an overtaking spot. Oh my god, he's gained 2 seconds on the lead. Pepsi Max must have made a mistake. He has. Teak is all over the back of him as we now have a battle for the lead. Let's see, I bet Jay Corrigan will be hoping that these two battle quite heavily. Teak now will definitely get DRS as we break into the hairpin for the 27th time. The Mercedes versus the Ferrari, and I think Teak is going to say thank you very much for P1. Let's have a look and see. He's out of the slipstream already. He hasn't even got DRS yet, and they're going to be side by side. It's going to be a drag race, but Teak has got that DRS advantage as we come down towards the chicane, but that Ferrari is quite quick, and there's contact between the two.
In the pits.
Pepsi
They're both coming in the pits.
They both come in the pits. Teak 6.6 seconds behind with, well, it's lap 29 of 35, so the time is running out for these two behind Jay Corrigan, but they do have enough time to catch him. And
Jay Corrigan's hit the wall.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say, I couldn't see him going through the chicane, and now we have probably the lead within about 3 seconds of each other as Pepsi Max come within 2 seconds in fact, and now we have a very interesting battle for these last 4 laps. Here we go. And we do have a new race leader of the Ferrari, but Jay Corrigan's going to look up the inside as the hairpin. Teak watching both of them, and Teak goes up the inside of Pepsi Max, and Teak takes 2nd place at the moment, but it's going to be a drag race, and the Ferrari gets straight back in the slipstream, but Teak's also in the slipstream of the Renault. This is going to be so interesting with the Mercedes and the Ferrari both have DRS as we come down towards the chicane for the 31st time, and Teak brakes very late and takes the position, takes the lead for Jay Corrigan, trying to get back on the power, but TeakQuickShare will have DRS, and the Ferrari's in the wall. Pepsi's hit the wall out of the chicane, so we now have a 2-horse race for the victory, but TeakQuickShare is back in P1. This has been a really good drive from Teak, despite the mistakes at the beginning. He's managed to keep his head, make the moves count, especially when those three were battling. It was Pepsi that made the mistake in the Ferrari, and Jay Corrigan unfortunately just lacking pace, and there was only one man that came out on top. We're going to go to TeakQuickShare, who wins the Canadian Grand Prix for this Noob journey. 25 points again to his championship standings.